So good morning everybody. Today you want to discuss about the important parts of the earthen dam. In these important parts of the earthen dam, actually the earthen dam is made it with the two major parts, that is now the central impervious core and second one is the casing part. Central impervious core is made up with the impervious material and casing part is made up with the pervious material. And accordingly, the urban dam is going to be constructed. You have seen there are the two methods, hydraulic fill method and roll fill method. Now, today you want to discuss the important parts of this earthen dam, that is a drain, is a very important part or network of the drain is provided with the longitudinal drain. So the L drain as well as the drains are provided in the transverse directions. We call it as a cross drain. And the toe drain is also important part on the downstream side of the embankment where the phreatic line should be located within the body of the dam. Second part is there while providing this drain on the toe side. So the on heel side is located. Heel side is actually located on the upstream side. Toe side is located on the downstream side. So it is a graded filter. Transition filter is nothing but it is a graded filter placed in between the clayey soil, clayey core and the sandy cells, which is acting on the downstream slope of the hurting and help to reduce the pore water pressure. Helps to reduce the pore water pressure. Now the condition of the stability of the earthen dam. So the major aspects you have to observe the failures in the earthen dam. So the failures in the earthen dam are categorized under the three categories. That means the structural failure, hydraulic failure, and third one is the seepage failure. Now coming towards the major part of this failure, major part of the failure is occurred in case of the earthen dam because of the seepage nature. So what is the conditions for maintaining the stability of the earthen dam? So first thing is that the dam should not be overtopped by the flood waters. So how to maintain this? So that should be the maintained by providing the proper freeboard. Then seepage line should be lies well within the downstream face of the dam. It should not be goes anywhere away from the dam. Otherwise, what will happen? The water may be leaked on the surface of the dam nowhere, and again it will be create the more poor water pressures, and it will be hamper the stability of the earthen dam. So the upstream part and the downstream part of this dam should be remains the stable under the worst conditions. If is there any calamities, natural calamities, but none of the effect would be occurred on the structure of the dam. So under the worst conditions, upstream part and the downstream part must be remained stable. Then there should be no opportunity for the free flow of the water from this upstream and the downstream. It doesn't mean to that the water can be flowed from the upstream to the downstream within the body of the dam. So it doesn't, that means allowing the seepage, but it should be passing through the drains now. The foundation shear stresses should be within the safe limit. So you have to observe the permissible limits. So according to the permissible limit, so the shear stresses, whatever it is developed because of the material, it should be remains within the safe limit. The upstream slope should be protected from wave action and borrowing the animals. Dam and the foundation should be safe against the piping. Piping is a major phenomena because of the seepage pressure. So material of the dam should be again slugging and flowing along with the flow now here. So the condition of the stability of the earthen dam, you have to look out this figure, cut-off trench and the core of an earthen dam. So this is the central impervious part. This is the pervious stratum. Cut-off trench is also provided, which is embedded into the hard strata, where it will be enhance the stability of the dam, earthen dam. Cut-off trench is also provided at the foundation part, and this is now the central impervious part. Then pervious embankment, which is the part of the casing, and drain is also provided on the downstream part. Exactly, it is provided at the toe of the dam now. Then seepage line, it's very important part, because of that the question shall be asked in case of the examinations. What do you mean by the seepage line? then how it is to be located in case of the earthen dam. This is very much important part, that is a key part of this earthen dam. Most of the earthen dams are failed due to this failures phreatic line. If it is not located within the body of the dam, then always it has the problem. So the major cause of this failure in case of the earthen dam is because of the phreatic line. So you have seen the one case study, that is the Temgar Dam. So water is getting percolated on its whole surface of the dam, and the U call, that is the leakage of the water in case of the Temgar Dam, and government has taken the decision to control it now. So externally we cannot provide the solution. There is need to go inside the dam. That means the proper drainage must be required. And another thing is that the phreatic line must be located within the body of the dam, and it should be lies on the toe side of the dam. So it is also called seepage line, is also called as a saturation line or called as a hydraulic gradient line. It is defined as the line within a dam section below which there are positive hydrostatic pressure. There it doesn't have the negative pressures. On the line, on the line, it's the hydrostatic pressure. On the line, it's the hydro. If you have look out the phreatic line within the body of the dam, then the pressure would be on the line. It should be equal to the atmospheric pressure, or called zero. And above the saturation line or the phreatic line, the pressure must be, that is, there will be a zone of the saturation in which the hydrostatic pressure is the negative. So the saturation line should not strike the downstream face of the dam. So minimum over the seepage line should be of the 2 meter. Now coming towards the causes, that is, you have to look out what is the exact location of the seepage line. See here, this is the upstream part of the dam, this is downstream part of the dam. Then water is getting stored on its upstream face, and once the water is going to be stored, then whatever the seepage within the body of the dam, that should be takes place. If the drain is provided on the downstream face, then this is the line, seepage line is created within the body of the dam. It is passing from this outer shell to the central impervious core, and again it goes directly towards the tube filter. So this is the actual location of the seepage line or the phreatic line now here. And you have to be observed, there is no flow. This is the unsaturated layer now here. Now main cause of this failure, earthen dam, can be classified under these four categories. We are considering the earthquake failure mostly in case of the earthquake prone areas. So but the many dams have to be caused the failures because of the earthquake, and some of the scientists has invented that because of the reservoir induced seismicity, there will be the chances to cause the failure in the dam now. So the hydraulic failure, seepage failure, structural failure, and the earthquake failures. Now hydraulic failure, 40% of the earthen dam are failed due to this reason only, because of that, that is because of the overtopping. Overtopping of the dam may cause due to the insufficient capacity of the spillway. If you have to look out of the section of the dam, there are the two parts of the dam. One is the overflow section of the dam, and another part is the non-overflow section of the dam. And always we are providing the access, that is the safety of the dam. We have to go with the spillway, that is overflow section of the dam. If the capacity of the spillway is not sufficient, then there will be chances to cause the overtopping. And insufficient freeboard is the major cause, or there is the problems in operating the gates, that is the spillway gates are not properly operated. Second thing is that is the erosion of the upstream slope. Erosion is mainly caused due to the wave action on the upstream slope. So that's why mostly in case of the earthen dam, we are providing the pitching of the stones. That is, the pitching has been carried along the slope on its upstream side now. So which will cause to slip. Slope should be properly protected by providing the pitching. That is the answer. And the cracking due to the frost action cracks in the upper portion are developed due to the frost. So what happened now here? It leads to profuse the seepage and consequent failures, and in area of the low temperature, additional freeboard about 1 meter should be provided to guard the against such type of the failure. See here the location section of this dam, that is the hydraulic failure, how this failure may be occurred. This is the piping phenomena where the seepage is going to be takes place and almost all the materials are going to be away from the structure. Then causes, that is the another cause, that is erosion may be occurred on the downstream slope. So you know the in case of the earthen dam, that is the turping is also provided, berm is also provided. So turping is nothing but you called as a greenery has been developed on the downstream face of the dam. So erosion occurs on the downstream slope due to the rain action. If it is unchecked, it is in the form of the downstream phase, ultimately which leads to cause the dam fail down here. So this can be avoided by providing the turfing or called as the planting the harari. Harari is the name on downstream phase by proper maintenance. Then erosion of the downstream toe. So the toe of the dam may be eroded due to the heavy cross current coming from the spillway buckets or the tailwater. You know, toe portion, that is the part of the tailwater depth which is lying on the downstream face of the dam, that is from the overflow section. The downstream slope should be protected by providing the stone pitching or by providing the riprap. Then seepage failure, more than 33% of the earthen dam failure are due to the seepage, and seepage always occurs in the earthen dam. Because of that, it doesn't harm its stability if it is within the limit. But it is in excessive quantities or excessive values, then what will happen? Excessive seepage will lead to cause the failure in the dam. So piping is one of the problem, that is the piping through the body of the dam. It is due to the transport of the soil, that is slugging of the material because of the pore water pressure, because of the seepage flow. So it results in the gradual formation of the drain from upstream to the downstream through which the water flows, and thus the dam is caused to fail now here. See here the seepage failure piping is also occurred with the section, you can be observed it. So what will happen with the seepage failure? Now the causes of this piping phenomenon, that is when highly permeable strata of this gravel, sand or the cavities are present in the foundation of the dam. These are the permeable strata. So it permeates the heavy seepage of water through it, causing erosion of the soil first, which will resulting in the formation of the piping. Hence the dam will be sunk down, causing its failure. So the careful investigation of the foundation soils and proper will help in avoiding such type of the failures. See here within this foundation, that is a piping is going to be occurred, and this is the pervious strata if it is available, just like the hard strata. Then stones which are available within the foundation. Then whatever the water is stored on the upstream part, so it will be causing the flow under the foundation of this dam here, and finally it causes the piping problem inside the dam. So the causes of the failures of earthen dam, look out, such type of the leakages are observed. This is the section of the dam, this is the upstream part of the dam, and we want to look out, this is the downstream part where the causes of the failure may be occurred. Then coming towards the part, that is the structural failure called as the shear failure. So about 25 to 30% of the dam failed are due to this reason. That is, first one is the upstream side and downstream slope sides. Slope being steeper than the required leads to slips due to this stress strength. Then slope should therefore be flat as required from the structural point of view. Then you know this is a landslide part, upstream and the downstream slide. Then sudden drawdown conditions. So few of the students have taken this project on this marine incident now here, but they didn't look out the why the landslides are going to be observed and how to maintain the stability of the slopes, particularly for the marine village. So the sudden drawdown condition, it was occurred, that was the incident occurred with the Marine village. In the water level of the reservoir causing the slips of the upstream slope. Slope should be flat enough to be stable under the sudden drawdown conditions. Then you have to observe the shear failure. This is the arc shape, downstream slope. What will happen? This is the dam crest part. So you have to be observed these slides. Landslides is going to be occurred. Such type of the landslides is going to be occurred now here. So this is the part of the structural failure. Then very important part, that is fourth one, failure is occurred due to the earthquake. So it's a natural calamities. This is the natural calamity where you have to be observed this failure. That is causes of the failures of earthen dam. Third one is the faulty construction and the improper work. That is poor workmanship is one of the reason. And the second reason I want to tell you about this earthquake. You know, there are the 5 zones as per this earthquake according to this seismic coefficient, and you have to be observed that is 5 zones. Many of the areas from our Maharashtra are under the third and the fourth zone, where you observe the intensity of the earthquake is more than this 4 Richter. The potential hazard to a dam from earthquake depends on how large the earthquake is and how near to the dam site. You know, sometimes you have to be observed after the incidents. So where is the location of the earthquake? So the center of this earthquake is located within the body of the dam, near to the dam. That type of the news you have to be heard in this newspaper. So the main hazard to a dam from an earthquake are surface faulting under the dam. So strong ground shaking water waves in the reservoir produced because of these earthquake ground motions or the landslides, rock falls, and the pervasive ground deformation associated with the nearby faulting zones, and which may be caused, that is a cracking at the dam top or the central core. Settlement of the dam is takes place. Crest problem, that is you have to observe the settlement in the crest, shear failures, base of the foundation, then liquefaction of the loose and structured soil mass in the lower portion of the dam may be occurred, and finally the overtopping due to the high waves generated in the reservoir. Now see, that is why this is the section of the dam. See the photograph, how because of this earthquake most of the parts of the dam is going to be failed now. So such type of the failure is occurred on dam side is called the earthquake failure. Now coming to the next part, that is failures of earthquake. See here, these are the photographs you have to look out, that is due to this earthquake. Then seepage control in the earthen dam is very important part. Today we want to discuss over there. Just a minute.